Welcome back to a new video. So in this episode, we are going to be hiring all our new coaches, or at least making the offers to hopefully hire them. So we have every single person that is available. So we're going to start with the assistant GM and look at the GM ratings. There's not really anything I really particularly look for. Maybe like trade. That's the thing is, like, I don't really know. Maybe something like this. It doesn't really matter to me because, like, you see, like, squat or scouting budget preference, like, I set those for the most part, so it doesn't really matter to me. So someone like this guy seems fine. Favors rookies, I like that. International amateur budget, development preference is low. So maybe someone like this guy is actually a little bit better. So you want everyone with the highest budgets, even though it doesn't really matter to me. And I always make a 5-year offer to people that I want. Let's look for a trainer as well. Over here to team trainer. And what I always like to look for is to prevent leg injuries or arm injuries. And so you want to have someone that's able to, prevent the variety of main things, not necessarily the rehab. So if I had to give something away, it would definitely be like having less on the rehab. But this person seems solid kind of across the board. So we're going to offer them 5 years. And I actually want to bump it up to 750,000, just to make sure we get him, because seems like a pretty good one. And then let's go to scout rating. And then scout amateurs. And I always forget whether it's better to have abilities or tools. I usually just try to find someone with tools because it seems harder to find someone that highly favors tools, that has good with the international and amateur, or someone that's at least neutral. So we have someone here favors tools. He's good at all of the scouting. So that's definitely someone that we want to offer 5 years. And we're just going to say 1.5. just to secure that, because I don't know how much the money for these really makes a difference, but we want to make sure we get the right people, especially for something like the scouting director, someone that we hope to have for a while. Now, when looking for the bench coach, we don't need to see their scout rating. We want to see their coach rating. And for me, it's kind of like, you could think for someone that handles aging or whatever, pretty decent. Someone like Joe Girardi would be good, because essentially this person is the manager, even though, I'm technically the manager. So we're just going to go ahead and offer him with that and see if we have Joe Girardi. And then pitching, for the major leagues, it's good to look for someone that is, kind of good at everything, but, obviously has a legendary for pitching, since they don't really need a development or the aging. This Matthew Johnson guy is always a really solid person to pick up for really any position, because he's good at everything. But we'll get him as our pitching coach, and then we'll go down to hitting. Scroll back up for that. So again, we want to look for someone that's kind of good at teaching hitting at the major league level, and then maybe someone that's good at handling aging as well. The development isn't as important, but this guy has decent at that as well. For all the other levels, AAA and below, I always look for development first, and then we'll kind of leave less on the hitting. I don't know how much that impacts things one way or the other. And now for first base coach, and here usually try to find one that has really high with running. You see someone like this Scott Austin. He has legendary on multiple things, outstanding and running. It's always harder to find someone that's good at teaching running and in-game running as well. So we're going to go ahead and offer this gentleman, and we'll drop down to the third base coach, and then look for someone that's good at infield stuff / outfield, potentially even catching stuff. But we have someone, Chip Hale, is good at everything. So can't go wrong with that. And so then we are good with there for the most part. We might have someone that's only good with that, but doesn't really, I don't think it really impacts too much. But if you can, you might as well get the best that you can. When looking at the other offers, I don't know if it's better to bias the developments to make sure you have a legendary with the lower levels or not, but we're gonna have Jimmy Principe, I guess. I don't know. So I'm kind of undecided whether I want to have someone with a good development at a lower level where they're going to be, developing more, or someone at the higher level. So what I think I'm going to try, because I typically just, go straight down, is I'm going to start with the low A and try to hire this guy with his legendary development at that level. So we're actually going to go through and get the managers. So I'm not worried about the developmental leagues as much, but we'll go down and try to just hire people that have good development and just go straight up. So I guess they'll be won't be as good with the upper levels of it. It's always important to click that search thing, because you'll find people that are really good, but then they just won't ever want to do that position. So it's good to kind of have that. And then we're gonna I kind of like this guy better for AA. So we're gonna go back to now AAA and offer this guy for the AAA, and then we'll see where we're at. So we have all the managers, or we can go down for some of these now and look for some other guys that have that outstanding development at least. I don't really worry about anything else or player relationships or anything, just because there's, when you're cleaning house, you're just trying to throw stuff against the wall and hope something sticks. Oh, we didn't have this guy. All right, perfect. We're just working our way down. So we have everyone manager offered. So then we're going to go in that same kind of weird order where we started with low A, and then look for pitching coaches. And so someone like Victor Diaz is someone I usually hire, even though he's just average at teaching pitching. He does have that legendary development. And so he's someone I actually want to hire for AAA. Since I'm not worried about as much of him teaching at AAA, maybe that will be better. For that, we've already offered him and him different positions. Same with Marvin. And we didn't offer him, so he's good at everything. So we're going to offer him for the low A. We're going to go back to high A and look for, so we just went to Everson. And so then we can look at Fowler here. Pitching, okay. Development, average. We're not worried about aging or anything like that. And so it's tricky, because like you want someone that's maybe good, but yeah, we'll just go down to Jeremy. I've convinced myself. So then we'll go, we already got AAA, low A, high A, and now we just need AA. And so then if we're looking here, we look for someone that's good at teaching pitching. We just offered Jeremy, so we can look down here at Heath, get him offered, and then move down to hitting coaches, or I guess we need some for our developmental leagues as well. So then let's look down to, so this guy's good at teaching pitching, less at the development, but we'll offer him for that, and then scroll up, and we have one more pitching coach that we need to look for. We need to filter by that, so it actually allows us to get someone. And this guy seems good enough. Good enough. All right, so then we'll look here. We're at the 9-minute mark, so like I said, I like to keep these, like I said in the first video, I'm going to try to keep these around 10 minutes if I can. So we're going to go ahead and try to get our hitting coaches taken care of. And so this guy we're going to offer not for the DSL, but for low A. And then for here for high A. We'll see how fast we can go through this. So he's good. We go Ben Johnson up to AA. And then look for JD Pruitt's actually legendary teaching. So that works. And then we can look for David Tufu it does have does have that pour for the changes or whatever. So we're just going to offer for the ACL. What is that one? Mechanics talent changes. So with someone that's, you know, not necessarily bad at that. And then hitting here, we'll look down to Estrada and offer him with there. So let's double check. We have everyone offered. And so what I'll do, since I'm over the 10-minute mark, is go forward a couple weeks and see if there's any more of the people accepting the offers. Obviously, we just got to here. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it to this point, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you all in the next one. Have a great day. Peace.